Okay, hello, ignore the light. My curtain is right there and I can't move it. So we're kind of stuck with this awkward lighting. And I deeply apologize because it's annoying me too. Anyway, this video is not about my stupid curtain. This video is about the book that I just finished maybe 20 minutes ago, and I have to share my thoughts. I cannot wait. This has to be made right now. I just finished Fourth Wing. Let me just say the plot twist at the very end. What? That was all I could say. I have to get the second book now. I have to get it. Like, what? I loved it. Very, very, very enjoyable. Highly recommend if you're into fantasy. If you like dragons, I highly recommend. Highly recommend. Go get it. It's so worth it. Anyway, this book is going to have a lot of spoilers, but I'm basically just gonna give you the rundown and like share my thoughts on some things. So, yeah, there are gonna be spoilers. So, this story revolves around a girl named Violet Sorengale, and she is getting ready to join the Writers Quadrant. Now, all of these young adults go to like a war college, but they get to choose what they want. If they want to be a writer, a healer, or a scribe. She wanted to be a scribe. That's what her dad kind of was training her for her whole life. That's what she grew to know and love, and she was ready. But then her mom tells her that she has to be a writer, and she has 6 months to train before she goes into the writer's quadrant. So her readiness to be a scribe goes out the window. Gone. She's upset, obviously. She can't tell her mom no because she wants her mom's approval, so she accepts it. Her sister, Myra, does not want this to happen. She is very much fighting against it. And she realizes that her mom's not going to change her mind. All of them have to be writers. Her mom's a writer. Myra's a writer. Their brother was a writer before he had his tragic passing, which they are very, very broad about. All we get to know about his passing is that it was during a war, and he was trying to like mend someone, and it just like they both ended up going out, or it was something like that. They were very broad about the whole thing. And so Violet goes into the quadrant. She makes it past the parperet, which is basically just it's like the test to see if you're worthy to get in. And once you get through that, then you're in the quadrant and you get to start taking your classes and everything. She passes, but not without having a guy named Jack Barlow try to kill her. So what does she do? She takes one of her daggers and points it at his no-no area and gets off the parperet. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And she succeeds. She's like, okay, I'm a writer. And she goes off. She finds her friends, and she finds her childhood best friend Dane, who I did not like. He was kind of controlling and not fun, and yeah, I just did not like him. I did not like him at all. He was way too controlling, and I just wanted her to let him go. She did not need his negativity, because the first thing he tells her when he sees her is that, like, you're gonna die and you need to go to the scribe quadrant. What? He's like, you're gonna die. That's literally him. The whole book is just telling her that she needs to get out of there and she's gonna die. It's just like, what? So, you know, she tells him no. She's like, no, I can't. Like, my mom's gonna find out and she's gonna just throw me back. There's no point. So she's just accepted that this is her fate now. And then she runs into a guy named Zayden Ryerson. Ryerson? Did I say that right? I don't know. Who also wants her dead because her mom killed his dad, because his dad started kind of like a rebellion, conspiracy thing against his mom and like her team, because she's part of like I guess you could say like the government of their town, I guess. She's like one of the strong leader roles, and she, you know, gets his dad and the people involved with his shenanigans off. And all of their kids had to watch their parents get murdered. And now they all have a mark, like somewhere on their body. They all have this rebellion relic mark. And they all have to be writers to prove their loyalty and to see if like they're worthy of making it. So they're all writers, and she's like, why does this guy want to kill me? Like, my mom did this, but like, I didn't, which I totally get. So she doesn't like him because he wants to kill her. For obviously she's not gonna like him, and he just doesn't like her because of what her mom did. So she's like, I want you dead. So she ends up finding Mr. Zayden and a group of his relic buddies sneaking out, and he knows she's there because he has the power of shadows. So if she, even though she can't really see him, he can see her, and she's not hiding very well. She's hiding like behind a tree, which I feel like anyone could have seen her. So yeah, he's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You caught us. But like, if you tell anyone, you're dead. So she keeps her word. She's not gonna tell anyone. She's like, he's kind of cute though. I'm not gonna tell anyone, but he's kind of cute. So yeah. So then she goes through the gauntlet, which is like a huge challenge, obstacle thing that you have to get through, and a lot of people die on it. She survives because she is smart and she uses her brains instead of her muscles that she doesn't have, because she's very much described as weak and frail. And then she builds her muscles later on because she ends up getting a dragon during the threshing, and her dragon is mated with Zayden's dragon. So she dies, he dies, and vice versa. Because not only are they attached to their dragons, but if their dragon has a mate, then they're attached to their dragon's mate's rider, too. That may have been confusing, but like, hold on. So Zayden's like, well, I have to keep you safe so that I don't die. So he trains her for battle. They do a lot of sparring in this book. That's like how they train and stuff. And then he shows her how to ride. She can't hold on to the dragon for dear life, so he makes a saddle so she doesn't fall off. And he helps her in all the ways that she needs help so she can better herself and not get herself killed. So they're training, and she's starting to really heavily get feelings for him. But Dane is like, I like you, I wish we could be more. But he's very much follow the rules type guy, not breaking it for anything. He even admits that he wouldn't break the rules to save her life. What? If you like her so much, you should be breaking every rule to save her life. What? Also, the shadow is so bad. Oh my god, okay. Anyway, so Zayden very much is showing that he likes her. He might not be saying it. He's very much against saying it. But it's just all the little things, like the saddle, training her. Sure, he doesn't want him to die because of her. But I mean, he also has said that he doesn't want her to die. So they start catching feelings for each other. And we're gonna fast forward to where they are doing like their war games. They just got done having some fun. That's what I'll say. They just got done having a lot of fun. And they're told that they're under attack, so they have to get dressed and go. So they do. And then they find out that it's just war games, which is what they do for the people there to kind of like get ready for the real world, because once they graduate, they get put into the real world, which is war. And I don't think I mentioned this, but Zayden is a 3-year, which is the highest. Their college only goes 3 years, so he's getting ready to graduate in like 10 days, and she's a first year, so she's still got 2 more years of this. And then Dana's a 2nd year, so he's got 1 more year after this. So she is like, well, we got 10 days, we might as well just like accept it and just try. And he agrees. He's like, okay, we'll try. So they get ready for the war games, and he has to go get his assignment to see where him and his group get put for their little test. And she gets paired with Dane at first, but then Zayden comes in and he's like, nope, our dragons are mated and bonded, and therefore me and her are bonded. So, like, she has to come with me because our dragons can't be separated for more than 5 days. And this is going to take, like, this is a 5-day thing. Our dragons won't survive. And Dane is like, absolutely not. No way. We're not doing this. She's with me. And then she's like, Zayden, if you want me to go with you, I'll go with you. And then Dane's like, you're really gonna choose him over me? And she's like, yeah. Yeah. And he's like, okay, fine, I'll miss you. And then he leaves. What? Dane is just a big crybaby. So she goes with Zayden and his group, and then she starts to kind of realize these are all the relic kids. There's 10 of us, and I'm the only one without a relic mark. And then he starts talking to a stranger who is apparently a flyer, which flyers are people who ride griffins, and griffins are the enemies of the dragons. So he's talking with the enemy, and like in a friendly manner too, and she's really confused. And then, you know, after they have their convo, she's like, there's venom coming for us, so be careful. And she's like, what? So he explains that he has been giving them weapons to fight against venom, because venom isn't fictional like they all thought. Venom is actually real, and it's people who possess power without dragons, because they just have the ability to wield magic, and it's all evil. People usually get their power from dragons. Zayden can wield shadows. Dane can like read memories by touching someone's face, and Violet can wield lightning, which she discovers by killing Jack with it, because he attacks her friend Liam, who is also one of those with the rebellion relic, who was also like her bodyguard, because Zayden didn't want her getting killed because she was a target to everyone. So they became fast friends, and I grew very attached to Liam because he was very funny, and he was a really good friend to her. And so she is totally freaked out, because she's like, I trusted you, I loved you, I gave you my heart, and you did not do the same. You're very untrustworthy, for obvious reasons, because he did keep this from her when he should have told her. And she still agrees to fight with them against this venom, who also have wyverns. Is that how you say it? I don't know. And so all of these 10 riders, and then I think it was like 7 or 6 griffins with their flyers, and they all go to attack these venom. And poor Liam. Like, his dragon gets attacked and does not make it. And if your dragon dies, you die. He was perfectly fine, not a scratch on him. And he withered away because his dragon died. And that made me cry like a baby because I liked Liam. He was such a good character and he did not deserve that. Yeah, so Liam dies and my heart broke. And then Violet is starting to wield her lightning and she's trying to attack the venom because if they go down, the wyverns go down too because they're all attached. And it's just draining her and she doesn't have that much energy. And then a venom gets on her dragon and stabs her with a poisonous dagger. So then she kills it with lightning, but her insides are burning from the poison. And she ends up being able to take down the biggest venom, the most powerful, the one that holds everything. And Xaden is absolutely gutted because he's like, I don't know if she's gonna make it. I can't let her die, not because I'm attached to her, but because my heart can't take it. And he's like, I'm so stupid for not confessing how I felt. Like, I should have just told her the truth. I shouldn't have hid anything because, like, now she's probably gone. So then he's like, there is one healer I know of that could possibly help. So he takes her to this mysterious healer, to this mysterious place. And he waits for 3 days. And she wakes up, of course, because she's not going to let a little poison get in the way of her life. Come on. So she wakes up and she can still connect with her dragon and everything is good. You know, she's got a nice little scar above her hip from where the dagger was. But she's good. She's okay. She remembers everything. She confronts Xaden because he's right there. He did not leave her side in the 3 days that she was out. And she's asking questions about where we're at. And he's telling her everything. He's like, I will not keep any more secrets from you. Ask me anything, and the knowledge is yours, and then some. He is really trying to get her trust back. He wants to make everything right again because he just cannot live in a world where she doesn't trust him, nor does she exist. And then the biggest plot twist of this whole thing, the healer that brought her back was her brother Brennan, who we were told died. And then they say, because she agrees to help them bring back a village that once got destroyed and just kind of fight with them for what's right. And her brother was involved, so he faked his death. And he tells her, welcome to the revolution. And then the book ends. It just ends. It just ends like that. Oh my gosh. So yeah. Thank you for listening to my little rant. I have to get the second book now because oh my gosh. I haven't felt this way since I read Haunting Adeline. Like, I love this book so much. Oh my god. Like, usually I enjoy books, but there's very few where I'm actually like, oh my goodness, I love this book. And I'm saying I love this book. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway, so give me a like. Comment down below any books like this that you think I might like. Or if you want me to read or review any books, comment below and I will get to them eventually. I do plan on continuing my ACOTAR series. I did get the second book, so soon I will be uploading my second reading vlog, technically my third, but like second book of reading vlog. So yeah, you got that to look forward to. That is going to come out soon, and I will most likely do a review once I finish the second book, once I get it. I don't have it yet, but I'm going to the store as soon as I can to get it because whew, I need it. I need it. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go before this video gets way too long. Get Fourth Wing if you're into dragons and romance. This book wasn't that spicy, but I mean, they had like 3 spicy scenes, two, maybe 3 spicy scenes, I don't remember, but this was really good. I highly recommend. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. I did not find anything wrong with it except for Dane. He was just annoying. But yeah, so I love you guys. Stay safe. I will see you guys next week. Bye.